Life Warriors. How are you? Happy Tuesday. How are you doing today? I know I don't normally go live on Tuesdays. Normally I go live on Mondays, but yesterday I was so busy I tried to get here, but I could not get here. So today I wanted to come past and talk about our stress management WellChat, where I give you a new tip, tool, trick, or technique to help manage stress. And so, although it is a day late, it's better late than never, right? I think so. I am just making some adjustments here on the side. How you been? How has your work week started? How was yesterday when your alarm went off yesterday morning? Did you hit the snooze button like 50, 11 times? Or did you hop straight out of the bed? Were you ready to go to work? Did you de-stress this weekend? What did you do this weekend? Did you play? Did you de-stress? If you de-stress and play and you're in the right career or in position, you were excited when your alarm went off yesterday. You were excited to get up and start another work week. I know that that's not most of us, right? But many of us are in the right place, right? So please share with me in the chat if you were excited yesterday to start your work week, or if you hit this snooze button 50, 11 times. So I have a very, very big work week. I am so excited. Last week was World Laughter Day on Sunday, but we celebrated the entire week. So I did maybe about 4 different laughter yoga group sessions. That was so much fun to have the opportunity to play and laugh with you all. So starting this Sunday on the 12th, I'm starting back up the Soul Laugh Tribe at Shelly Lake. So Sundays at 10 o'clock, we will be doing some laughter yoga at Shelly Lake at the fishing pier. So join me. We'll do 25 minutes of laughter yoga, and then we kind of take a walk around Shelly Lake and chat a little bit. It is a community, it's a tribe. So come and join the Soul Laugh Tribe. Sunday, we will be doing it. It is free, so it's in Shelly Lake, and you can check out my social medias, my website, or Eventbrite to get a ticket to that. And I am going to go ahead and get started in the next 2 minutes. I want to make sure that I give you your time back today. Make sure I do this within 15 minutes. This will be pretty informal, unlike what I do normally on Mondays. I just kind of want to chat with you all, see what you've been up to, see how you have been utilizing what you know already about stress, and just kind of give you the opportunity to ask any questions you like. So I'll go ahead and get started in 1 minute. I just want to give everyone the time to come in. It is a beautiful day here in Raleigh. If you are located in Raleigh, please share with us where you're located. If you're located in Raleigh, go outside today. It is so beautiful today. I already did my walk this morning before it got hot. I knew it would get hot, so I wanted to make sure I got that out the way. So get out in nature today and play. It is so beautiful. Go outside, sit on your porch, read, go and jump rope, go for a walk. Do something outside in nature today because it is so beautiful in Raleigh. Share in the comments where you are located and how's the weather where you are. So I will go ahead and get started. Welcome, Work Life Warriors. I am Ebony Davenport, and I teach stress management. I show people how to utilize fun management solutions to decrease stress and counter burnout so that we're happier, healthier, and well-balanced. I use over 75 tips, tools, tricks, and techniques to manage stress. But today we are going to just kind of talk about stress and answer any questions that you have. I'm still so excited from Laughter Yoga, World Laughter Day, which was Sunday on the 5th. And I taught laughter yoga earlier today. So I'm still feeling the effects of laughter and practicing laughter yoga. And so I just wanted to make sure that I come out here and speak with you all today and answer any questions that you may have. So please share any questions. I'll go ahead and answer them in the next 10 minutes. I want to make sure that I give you back your time today. But I did want to stop past and say, hey, how you doing? How you been? Did you play? Did you have some fun this weekend? Did you start your work week off well? I mean, it is so very important to your health and well-being. It is non-negotiable. Stress is one of those things that you do not go one day without being stressed. So how can you go one day without practicing stress management? Hmm? Mm, mm. But we do, right? Or we think we're practicing stress management by doing the things that are easy for us to access, like social media, shopping, substance abuse, distracting ourselves, withdrawing, vegetating, gambling, drug use, all types of things, right? The things that are easy to get to, social media, television, but we really should be more intentional about how we're managing our stress and make sure that what we're doing is directly decreasing cortisol and combating our stresses, right? We don't just want to ignore our stresses, deny them, withdraw, blame. We want to make sure that we are accepting them, we are integrating them, we are eliminating them, because it's not enough to just say, oh, I will, do something so I distract myself from the problems that I'm having right now. But if you're still going to come back to it tomorrow, then it is a chronic stressor and it is impacting your mind and body in more than one way, not just feeling stress, but what is it doing inside your body? If emotions are energy in motion and stress is an emotion and you're not directly decreasing the cortisol in your body, what is that energy doing in your body? What is it producing? Please share with me in the messages if you read a book called The Body Keeps the Score. I read the book. I think I read the book maybe, I want to say 2017. I have it. I have the book. So I probably should reread it, but I read it maybe about 5, 6 years ago, and it was eye awakening for me because I hadn't noticed, or at least because I thought stress is physical symptoms, which again, once you accumulate physical symptoms in your body, is past the point of decreasing the cortisol or combating the stressors. Like stress is an emotion. So once you feel the emotion of stress is when you should start combating stress, not once you start feeling physical symptoms. Now, I don't mean once you feel physical symptoms to not do anything, but it is already past late. It's like dehydration. They say once you feel thirsty, you are dehydrated, right? So you don't want it to get to the point where you're feeling physical symptoms in your body. Once you feel the emotion of stress, you should go directly into decreasing the cortisol, combating your stressor, make sure that what you're doing is eliminating your stressor, adapting it, integrating it, and not just putting it off to the side into tomorrow or until you're forced to face that stressor again. Now, the big part of stress management is you want to eliminate your stressors. You do not want chronic stress. I know we tend to think that stress is normal and that it's a part of the territory, especially when it comes to work and relationships with people, but stress is not normal, right? Pressure is normal. We should have pressure. Pressure helps us to grow, it helps us to develop. We do not cave under pressure. It does not feel we do not feel out of control. Sometimes the situation can feel out of control, but we do not feel out of control with pressure. Now, stress is the opposite of that. It is definitely feeling out of control. And so we want to watch how many chronic stressors we're having throughout our day, our work week, our month, because chronic stress is so bad for our body. It is said that 90% of doctor visits is for stress related issues. And that has everything to do with how we're managing our stress. If we are managing our stress in a way to decrease cortisol, then we're in the 10%, right? We're not in the 90% who are having problems mentally, physically, emotionally. So we need to make sure that our habits or the way that we think and move in this world will actually boost us later on. So we don't want to short term decrease our stress and have long term consequences. We want to decrease our stress in the short term and eliminate any long term consequences to whatever stress you are experiencing in the moment. Now, Stress is one of those things that cannot be eliminated, and it's not even bad on its own. So many beautiful things were created from stress because of stress. We now have so much sustainability in our societies and our cultures because of stress, right? Because we were stressed out figuring out where our next meal was coming from, or how to keep the elements from impacting us. We had to figure out, or the stress of those things help us to figure out how to create a long-term sustainable solution, which are the societies that we live today. So stress itself is not a bad thing. It's just the amount of stress that you have in a certain period of time. So too much stress all at once in the severity of the stressor really impacts your health and well-being. And there are so many stressors that we can't control, but we do want to be aware of like the petty annoyances and the daily hassles. We want to make sure that our attitude is very positive, maybe an attitude of gratitude, so that we think that the things that are happening to us are really happening for us, and so that it's not really impacting us as much as it would if we think that it is working against us, right? Because stress is a matter of perception. So if you perceive that it's bad for you, then it is. And if you perceive that it's good for you, then it can be, because stress can be used to create anti-fragility. Now, too much stress all at once in the severity of stress is always bad for you, but stress can be used to build anti-fragility. So stress can make you better. It can take your weaknesses, the things that you like to avoid or withdraw or distract from, and help you to face it so that you fortify your strengths, that you eliminate your weaknesses, so that you feel more confident, more secure in how you maneuver in this world or in any given situation. So stress is something that we should manage, right? It is something that we should be thinking about. Oh, I was very stressed today. I had very stressful moments. What am I going to do in the moment or after work or after the stressful environment? What am I going to do to make sure that I'm decreasing my cortisol, that I am aligning myself back to happiness, joy, peace, whatever it is that you aspire to have in this life? What am I doing to get back to my norm, whatever your norm is, right? Because some people enjoy um, their norm not being happy, peace, love, joy, right? So, what can you do to get out of the emotion of stress and get back to whatever you consider your norm is? And that's really what stress management is about. It's in any given situation, a stimulus occurs, and you have the opportunity to pause, think about what your needs are, what you want, what the other person needs, or what the environment calls for, and to address the problem after you have figured out those things so that you are responding instead of just reacting, right? So, stress management is basically just honoring the pause, stopping, thinking about everything in the situation and all of the needs and wants and desired results of that situation, and then responding accordingly instead of just reacting. Now, many of us are on autopilot. We have a body that fills in a lot of the gaps, and so a lot of time we don't have to do a lot of thinking. We kind of can just go with what we already know. But sometimes that means that we're not really reacting to the present moment. We may be in the past thinking about something that happened to us, or in the future. And in the moment is when we have our power, right? So in any given moment is when we have our power to change whatever that's stressing us, change our mindset, change our behavior, change our attitude. And so stress management is really just staying present, honoring the pause, picking what is in your best interest, and not just reacting off of autopilot, although your body is fully capable of doing that, right? Your body is fully capable of making decisions without you actively engaging or thinking about it. But we don't want to do that. That is called autopilot. How many times have we gotten in our car to drive home, and we snap back in and we're home, or we were going some other place, and before we know it, we were driving to another place? Oh, I wanted to go to the grocery store, but I woke up and I'm driving. I mean, like, I snapped back and I'm driving to work, right? So we don't want to be in autopilot. It's not really beneficial for our situation, to improve the overall quality of our lives, to stay in autopilot. So In any given situation, there are so many tools, tips, tricks, and techniques that you can use to kind of reverse the stressor. I would say the top six is, and these are the top six that you can use any given time. You can always leave any given environment and go out into nature for 5 minutes, 1 minute, 10 minutes, your whole break, your lunch break. You can eat outside for lunch. You can have your meetings outside. So nature is one. Also, deep breathing. That is one that you can insert in the moment. And it doesn't even matter if the stressor is going on in that moment. You can always insert air to put more power back into your emotions. So you're not really feeling the stress of that situation, but you're more in a power stance. So you can approach it from power instead of fear. Laughter, you can always laugh with stressing you away. It is so powerful to use laughter. We can always watch what we're consuming and how we're thinking. As far as our diet, we can add the things into our diet that put us in the type of mood that we want. So diet is definitely one of them. We can use music to change our mood. We can use laughter. That's always a really big one. What else? So nature, deep breathing, laughter, diet, these are ones that are kind of just go-tos, very easy to get to whenever things are not working in your best interest. You can always do that. Same thing with movement. You can get up, you can stretch, you can also go and play. Play is a big one. So social play is something that you can do to go and socialize to help de-stress. Sometimes it feels good to talk about what is bothering you, what is stressing you. And so it's in our best interest to figure out what given to can help us alleviate stress in our most stressful moments, right? Help us combat cortisol when we are feeling stress, the emotions, or having physical symptoms of stress. So I just wanted to take the time. I don't see any questions that have come in, but I wanted to take the time to come on and talk to you a little bit about stress and why it is so important to manage your stress and why laughter is the best way to, well, after deep breathing, laughter is one of the best ways to decrease stress. Deep breathing and laughter are quick go-tos, right? You can use them in any given situation, and people don't even have to know that you're doing it. You can laugh in your mind, under your breath. Same thing with deep breathing. You could be practicing breathing, and people would not even know. And so, again, it's so many things in this society that stress us out. It's in your best interest to make sure that you are decreasing your cortisol and managing your stressors, and that you are doing it every day. It is non-negotiable. Stress is something that we face every single day. So we must decrease our stressors and decrease cortisol in our body every single day. We must practice wellness and manage our stressors and make sure the environments that we're in are producing the best within us, and that we are engaged and that we are very selective on what we consume. And that means not just food, people, entertainment, books, music, everything, because it all feeds into the overall quality of your life. And so if you want to improve it, you have to be intentional about what you do and think throughout the day. And it sounds hard to do, but with practice, it gets easier and easier, and the quality of your life improves. It's so important to focus on your internal world and not just your external world, right? To focus on personal development in addition to professional development. We spend so much time um, focusing on professional development. In fact, we spent most of our time preparing for careers, right? All of our schooling gears towards learning how to be effective in a career, right? And we don't really take the time to figure out, how do we strengthen our character? How do we become the people we want to be? How do we have the health and wellness that helps propel us to the future that we can be proud of? And it's a matter of your day-to-day activities, what you think, what you feel, what you believe, what you do. And you have the power to control those things. So get out there and figure out how you can be your best self, how you can add much needed value into the world. Your family will thank you. Your community will thank you. You will thank you because you are here for a reason. And it's in everyone's best interest that you spend time uncovering why you're here and what you're meant to do. So I hope this helps work life warriors. Get out there and play today. Go out there and manage your stress. The workday is almost over, but it doesn't mean that it is over or the day is over for you. You still have to manage all of your stress from today. You have to reflect, unpack, journal, do whatever you need to do to renew, to be ready for tomorrow. Make sure that one of those things that you do is play, because play is a biological need and it is the way to help decrease cortisol and stress in your body. Make sure that you are playing every single day. You can add play to your chores, your obligation, your duties. You can play at work. There isn't any context that play is unprofessional or cannot be added to. So remember that if it's a biological need, it can be added anywhere, right? So I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday for our wellness work break. So I'll come up here and do some deep breathing with you all. Thursday, I'll give a fun and juicy tackle topic I've been thinking about. And so I will be up here on Thursday with Thursday's tackle topic. On Friday, we'll do Fun Funny Fridays. So we'll do some laughter yoga. I'll be up here Saturday for Saturday play. We'll probably do the nailed in makeup challenge. Sunday will be our book review, and I'll be back here Monday for our tips, tools, tricks, and techniques for stress management. If you are looking for a group experience every third Saturday of the month, I teach stress management. I teach a stress management fun shop in Raleigh. The next one is May 18th. So check out my social media or my websites for that. Also, I am starting So Laugh Tribe again, Laughter in the Park at Shelley Lake. So every Sunday, join me at Shelley Lake at the fishing pier waiting area at 10 o'clock, and we will do some laughter yoga. And Grown Ups Gone Wild is coming back, so that will be every second Saturday of the month in Pullett Park. From 9 to 11, we will play some games, have some fun, show up like little children. Social play is so very important. So if you're looking for an opportunity to come out and play and meet some new people and really enjoy yourself and decrease your stress and start your weekend off well, please join us. Check out my website for that. And if you are interested in figuring out how to add more play, fun, joy, satisfaction into your life, and you're looking for a stress management consultant, I do stress management consulting, lifestyle consultant. So you could check out my website or social media for that. What we do is track your lifestyle for a whole week. We do some stress education, and then we add in some tips, tools, tricks, and techniques to help you manage your stress. And then I put you in a community of practice with other like-minded individuals so that you have the support to continue to practice stress management. So I hope this helps work life warriors. Make sure you are playing and managing your stress. And I will see you tomorrow for Wednesday's wellness work break. Have a great day.